Okay, let's try again. Now we should be okay. There we go. Yeah, this, I don't know what's going on, but took me a while for this. Okay. Hey, welcome everybody. Finally, let me do my usual sharing. Sup. Hey, Leanco, what's going on? Let me share it. Wait. Oh, and also the noise here from people joining. Right now, I don't think we're gonna break that easy this level. So if you wanna sell, just go ahead. Take your sell. NFP, yep. Hey, hello, man. Copy. Have to do something here too. Oh, okay. Gonna have to change that. That thing later. Yeah, this, I don't know what happened with the streaming software. Just changed a few things here. Let me see. Yeah. But anyways, got this one going on. Give me 1 second. I thought I had that image. Okay. This one goes here. Yeah, it took a while. Okay, so let me yeah, my guess is this is gonna reject from here today. I mean, now. And then most likely the news might break this all the way from here to here. Wait, before I forget. I'll have to do this. Oh yeah, I was muted for Zoom, but I wasn't muted um for YouTube, but I was muted for Zoom. Yeah, it's just that I don't know why the streaming setup here just was all messed up, and I worked on like yesterday it was all good. So I had to pretty much redo everything. I don't know why. So that was, wasn't fun. Today is 4th March 4th, 2022, 2020. And this how it's gonna be. That's it. Copy this here. And hey, when the Russian cyber no, they have bigger issues, so they have way bigger issues. And they last night have, I don't know if you guys noticed, but last night there was something interesting going on. Uh, I mentioned many times that if you have pending orders, I mean that when I have pending orders, the only time I pretty much lose any pending order is if you have a news. If you have a news, you don't want to have any pending orders in places like I do, because then you might get like a liquidity week that doesn't belong, and then triggers your pending and miss. So when I said that yesterday when I was explaining to people that I have a pending sell order here, and and I had a pending buy order up here. And yesterday, literally, like in a long time, I lost a pending order because of this, because of what happened with the nuclear news. And it was a lie, by the way, I think. As you can see, I had a like really, like a few pips above the highest wick. This was the other week. This was the other week. I had it like all the way up here, and this thing here, this was news last night. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a this that news that news event came for my order and triggered this, and then came all the way down here, triggered this. And as you can see on both ends, it just crossed kind of like the lines. You see way below the line here, way below the line, way above the line here. So yeah, that one triggered. I was in bed, wasn't paying attention. Had I know that there was gonna be like, a news event or something, obviously I would have taken this out. And so yeah, I lost that one, and I was in bed. So one of the few times that my pending orders fail, and it's always has been always when there's news. So one thing that I'm learning also is to remove all pendings during this wartime, because you never know. Like I thought about it, like I really never know. I will really never know, when is it that somebody wants to do something like with this Russia thing. So I'm removing all the pendings now, because you never know when Putin wants to do something or whatever. One thing is that they really supposedly they want to. What is this? Oh, interesting. Oh, gotcha. A little bug here. So I think they want to talk, right? Like they were saying that they wanted to talk. Today we have the NFP. Um, I think they're expecting better numbers, right? Yeah, I think they're expecting better numbers. So, um, I would guess that today might be a selling day, believe it or not. I mean, it is bullish, so let's go. Let's start with that. So let's draw the whole thing now, right? This is gold. Back to gold. Okay, so we have the daily level here. We have the liquidity wick all the way up here, but this is kind of like the zone. Actually, if we move this, yeah, they're expecting way less than before, right? That's the forecast. Is this the forecast for? Oh, this is the forecast up here. Previous. Oh yeah, interesting. What is your strategy? Well, I mean, we're gonna scalp here, but I don't know if you talk about trading style. I always wake up with my. Okay, so we have the weekly. We're on our way to this weekly level up here. Daily, we have that daily closure over there, down there. So my guess is, oh yeah, and this is the like the 4 hour that we had before. It's also a some sort of a weekly message zone here. So let's go with the 4 hour. I mean, let's go with the daily. So we know now that this is a daily level from here to here, down below here. This to me would be the daily level. Down here, up here would be the other daily level. On the 4 hour, so that's all I care about right now. And also up here, I would care about, where's the level that we might reach today. Let's do the other wick just in case. This one, that should be kind of like the limit, just in case for today. Oh, it's right there. Interesting. Yeah, let's leave it there just in case. Oh, right there is the closure of the body, so that's good. So now we know that this is the 4 hour level. This is the 4 hour level here too. And down here is the daily, as we can see. Actually, this here 4 hours look like they were fake outs the same way this was a fake out, right? So this whole thing is a zone on the 4 hour. And we have 4 hour zones here. We have 4 hour zones here. We have a structure thing here over here. And we have a 4 hour level down here that we're gonna be looking at. Closure of body, let's do it here. That's it. So this is what we were looking for. So we have this. Um, this is the area that I'm looking at to be broken. This was news. So I have here like a wick level. And what I'm gonna do is I have, let me mark it up here now. I will move this to here, even though well, I mean, this closed like right there, and this is kind of like moving up. So my guess is we're gonna move up a little bit. I don't know. This is a wiki area, so there's not much we can do about this. Okay, so let's go to the 30-minute, and let's go and put this here so that it makes sense. And now we have between here and here, we have the 30-minute thing here going on. We have the wick level, and we have all the target like up there. Okay, so now it becomes a little bit clearer. Right. Okay, so now we have this 30-minute here, small level here to be broken, and this is the other one, pretty much like down here. So it's pretty much the same thing, right? 4 hour and 30-minute. So it looks like from here to here we have the same situation we had yesterday. From here to here, it looked a little bit kind of like full on to the left, but previous price action was more clean. So the same thing we had here. It's literally, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's like the same. Look at this. This is where we were yesterday, right? Messy, clean price action, but messy here. And we did this, right? And today, what do we have? Same thing. A little bit messy, clean price action, rejection of a strong level. At the break of this, I think we have the sales, if anything. Hey Hamza, how's it going? So yeah. All good, all good. A little bit tired, I don't know why. Woke up like really tired. But gonna take care of that later. I think I'm gonna sleep more today. Yeah, here is 7 almost. It's about to close the hourly. Oh. Yeah, so that's it. I think for the news, we are far away from, we're like an hour and a half away, so we might get a rejection from here and then revisit down here. I would be really surprised if we break above this like before the news. So my guess would be that this either rejects from here to here or do a little bit of a wick or something and still goes here. Is what I would guess for like before the news. That's what I would be expecting from this, because this is such a strong level that I would imagine that it would wait for like a good volume to break this. So this zone is so strong that not even the news could break above it. Like the news only made a fake out, a small fake out here. and then rejected, which is why I had a pending order. But it is kind of like moving. Oh, it's 3 minutes away. So yeah, most likely there's gonna be like some sort of rejection here. Yeah, so that's gold. Um, you know what? If there's like another rejection from here, I might do something on my own. But because that, uh, I would do something on my own, but I'm not gonna advise for anybody to do it because that I would I might get a zone entry.
Morning, morning, guys.
Hey, hey, good morning, Minnie. How's it going?
How you doing, bro? How's the day?
How's it? What?
How was the day? You got any entries earlier?
No, 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 no. This triggered the news triggered my pending from yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
then made it loose. So I had a in a long time first pending loss, but like I was explaining, you remember yesterday I said that the only time pending don't work is if there's like big news.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened here. So it
The reason, the 50, the 52, the weekly week, that we need to get out from that week for the upside. If you see on the weekly candle, you can see at 52 area, there is a rejection week on weekly. I think weekly, yeah. I think you didn't see that week.
no, I saw it. I would still. So you see this? This is the weak level from yesterday. If I if there was no news before
Mm-hmm.
this, this is how it was, right? This was the weak level, the previous one, many pips away.
You know which you are using Forex.com or FXCM?
Yeah, Forest Con. So
Uh,
if my pending order was here, I remember looking at this week here, and I placed it like a little bit above this one and away from this one. This thing triggered me, I think, with the spreads and everything. Actually, it just triggered it like by nothing, and that's what happened. It's just
it happens sometimes.
but it's okay. I mean, I was in bed and I said, okay, that.
Yesterday I was thinking as before NFP, they'll grab price to 50. Then, but now if you see the price action, there is no option for sales today. You know, it can come to like maximum 18, 1938 or 40, that area before any upside.
Yeah,
This area
today I think from here.
retest the previous 4 hour London candle, and boom upside.
Yeah, I think price might reject here to get to here again before the news, or
Yeah, can be this area too. Quick move this area 40 38. This is the last area 38. This area.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
because
mean,
that's the strongest one. I'm just saying that the most probable one right now is this one. Not only that, I mean for the news. So this is what I would like if I were to trade any news, right? Like I don't trade news, but if I were to trade the news, my guess would be that for that one I have to go to my swing trading chart. You see this that is going
mhm.
on here? It came and tapped it. You see this tapped here. If we are nearby this level by 8:30, I would not be surprised that this comes all the way down to here to do this.
Yeah, yeah, this is the 38 area exactly.
And
There is a structure.
the
Always
same
it
way this one
come.
did this.
Yeah, 4 hour 4 hour low. It has to retest before going upside with the news volume. Strike drive. If it goes strike drive, then later 11 a.m. big fall will come. Without liquidity, if it goes without liquidity, then it comes back and give correction.
Yeah. So that's what I would expect, if anything. Like if we are nearby this inside, for example, if we reject from here to here and we stay inside of here, like by 8:30, that's what I would expect. So if I see the candle moving within the next, so in the first 5 minutes, if I see this going really hard down, as the more it moves against this, the more secure I will be placing a buy stop most likely above this, which was
If
my
you
previous buy stop, if anything.
if anyone want to get a good entry, if the candle, see if you watch, don't take the trade, you can see it. If the candle first wicks down this area 40, it will deep wick this area, at least retouch this area, and the candle body even in the 1 minute will close like this, and the wick will be big wick from downside. If it closes the next candle break of this area, go for it. Stop loss here, go for it. It will retest this area at least. Then upside, pull back. That's how news works. If you want to see the pinpoint to the news candle, that's how news work. Because when you if you get grabbing entry here, it can go this area like this. Then the pullback will be nasty.
Yeah.
Later it will be ranging till NYSC. Then the NYSE will give you the move, a real move. Then you will feel 30, 40 pips drawdown. Then NYSE easy move. You will get FOMO to get that entry. That's how it works on the news.
Okay. Yeah, I don't trade news, so the only thing I've noticed, so that's good information you're giving me about the lower time frame, because the only thing I do empirically, and that's me just playing with it with drawings. Just once I did it. I only took one news and won it. It was, and the only reason why was because it literally did what I was expecting. And it was literally what I just drew. Like I remember that I drew something like that, and I said, okay, if it comes to here, it flips from here, I'm gonna take the other way, and it worked. Now the other thing is what you said is, which I agree. If I but like if it comes down to here, breaks above here, if I grab it, I'm gonna grab it really short. Like I'm not gonna hold it for too long, just in case.
We need to risk 1% instead of 2% if we are grabbing entry here upside. It's 1850. Anything can happen. As a 15 minutes candle can close above 50, 56, then the next candle can be fake out too. That's the problem. 50 is very strong area. It's the decision point.
Yeah.
Like example, yesterday I grabbed one entry on 1 minute. The candle body flipped downside, and the candle body closed above that area. Then the next one upside. That's how same similar situation will work on news.
You're talking about this
Yeah, yesterday on 1 minute,
on the
the
news.
30. No, yesterday I took an cowboy entry. We guys here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the 30 rejection. This candle, exactly this candle, body closed above that. Where is that? 1 second.
Wow.
I
One, two,
think
three.
this one, this no. Is that this one? Yesterday?
This is the news. This is what happened last night.
No, no, no. I mean, we were on the stream, on your stream.
Down here.
Yeah, this one, this candle. Yeah, here, 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 here. I think this one, this candle, this bullish candle. Oh no, 1 second. I
Let me make it bigger then. Wait. Just cannot see it well. If you want to see how the computers work, I do this just for fun. If you want to see how computers work, check after. Usually it is after 11 a.m. Go to the 1 minute time frame, and draw a trend line between any 30-minute 1 hour zone, and you're gonna see it working like a magic. Let's see. Let me show you. After me, after 11, yeah.
Algos.
Yeah, yeah, you see them working. You see them working with the 1 minute. You actually see them respecting levels and stuff like that. Let me show you. Let me see if I find it.
Y- Yeah, even on US 30 algos work like after 2 p.m.
11 Eastern, New York. It is like around here, or the 5 minute was it? I was yesterday like looking at it. I was like, look at that. In the evening is also, yeah. Yeah, all the way up to 2 p.m. So let me show you. Wait. I remember watching it. I was like, oh, look at this. Look at this. 11. I was looking at it from my um, MetaTrader mostly. Let me show you. 11. This is 11. Yeah. Okay, moving from here. Well, I mean, you can see here. Look at this. There's like a trend line I brought from all the way down there. You see it respects here, respects here. You see? It kind of like has reactions in the higher time frame trend line, because those are like computers, and they are super computers, and they have like really advanced thing that they like the computer does a bunch of things. I was talking to one of the programmers. They have a high frequency trading setup, and some computer programs they even draw like trend lines like all the way around, like in many angles that you cannot even think about. So they kind of like react to those, and you can see them working on the 1 minute, and you can see them reacting on the 1 minute, like you see here. Like obviously you will go crazy. That's not for humans to be drawing like a bunch of trend lines, and then this one is a reaction of a 4 hour trend line, so they know how to react here on the 1 minute, but then they have one on the 5 minute and they also react to that one, and blah blah blah, like stuff like that. It's just it's just crazy. Like, for example, they might have like one like here on the 5 minute. Oh, you see, yeah, there was like a 1 minute five. Obviously it's not perfect. If not, everybody would be making like really easy money. Not like they're gonna be perfectly rejecting, but you can see that closures of bodies are respected on the 5 minutes. So maybe this is, I mean, we're waiting because we're in the area. So I think we're gonna visit the area on top. So you have like 5 minute compiling here, and then boom, it breaks above, break and retest, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So yeah.
Who's that? Joel, I sent the chart. Do you mean that in 1 minute after 11 a.m.?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. You're. Oh, look at this. What time is this? Um. Okay. You know what? This is an area that I am expecting and I want it. I
Is it?
have two options here.
Is this upper week for hourly candle?
Yes, I think I'm gonna sell the top of this level here, but that
Sell
don't do
your
it.
work.
No, this is one. Don't do it. This is be careful with this. What I'm about to do is actually I'm not gonna share it because this is something I took a lot of time, and I know what I'm doing on. I'm buying the break and I'm selling the level. Literally, I'm doing both things, but I have to explain it later. Give me 1 second. Let me set up this. Don't do this, please. Actually,
Don't do it.
yeah, 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 yeah. What I'm about to do, don't do it. It's not good that you do it. I will. I can explain later what exactly I do and then the logic behind it, but don't do it.
Don't be a dummy.
Yeah, safer. There we go. Right now, there's nothing screaming sales, just so you know. So you should not do anything with sales, okay? Nothing. Now, uh, because that's an area that I'm expecting, I'm more interested in buys above here, not sales, okay? Yeah, wait for NFP. Nobody do anything. Nobody do anything. I think if we break now before the news this level, I think we're gonna go here. I mean, we're gonna move inside of here. Um, so I would be more interested in a pending order for sure. More interesting in a pending order above here. There's a really high probability. Okay, so uh, this is this is the one that I'm actually interested. This is my pending setup. So my pending order setups rarely on me, on my experience, and the way I set them up, rarely they miss. But they have to be outside of the news event. Okay, they have to be outside the news event. So you don't want to be having a pending. I mean, not me, not in my experience. I don't like to have pendings if there news going on. So that's just me. Like I've been winning the whole year all the pendings that I leave. And yesterday was the first one I lost because of this, and that was a news event. So literally, that's how they work. So my logic behind this is the same logic of the ones that I've been sharing like last week, and many of you noticed that all of them work. So this is a high velocity area. This is the limit of the structure. Not only that, this being a news event that pushed price all the way up here gives me a perfect trigger point for my pending order. So whatever goes above here, oh, whatever goes
No,
above here to me personally, it is a good setup for a pending order break. And I wouldn't hold it all the way up here. What I would especially do, take profits around here and leave it running. This type of setups, I don't see many people doing them. I'm one of the rare people that actually do those. Um, but they work for me.
guys, whoever here, just subscribe Joel's YouTube channel and give a like. Let's support him. And you share your YouTube link here. So here, I think around 40 people.
Thank you, man.
No, you share on the chat, so that everyone can, if you are helping someone, but we need to help you, right, to grow you, because you are helping so much. It's your time. Time is money, bro.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. NFP is bad, so it might go up. That's NYW gamer, bro. It is risky. Legit, you don't know a lot about forex. Don't take it. No, yeah, don't take sales. Forget about sales. I didn't say anything about sales. Just forget about it. Stop orders only. Yeah, this is good for me. To me, I can actually show you this one because this is a high probability. If it happens before 8:30, this is good.
I know
Uh,
you are 10 pips up on sales.
For this buy to be valid, you should at least wait a retest of the week before it might go up because it might be relying on the news. No, actually, so this is my experience with this. I think I showed a lot of it. I promise I will upload the Excel spreadsheet before the week ends, like before Sunday. Yesterday was really busy for me, but many people know that I backtest a lot. At least I used to do it. This type of entries were really high probability for me, really high. Like, not gonna lie, way above 80% of the time I win this. So I'm not scared about those. not even to share them and you guys to back test it because I think, oh, this is the link. Oh, cool. Yeah, let me share the link, I guess. Oh, that's the link for the. Thank you, Carlo. Man, thank you, man. So this type of entry for me is a really high probability, and I'm the only one that I ever see doing this. At least it's streaming. I haven't seen anybody on YouTube doing this type of entries, and they're so easy that I'm amazed nobody else takes them. And I maybe it's because I have over 2 years taking them too, right? Like I feel a
No,
little bit.
how much percent do you risk for this type of entries?
It really depends. Not more than one usually, but if I see that it's a really high probability one, I risk like even two. Um, the I noticed something that most of my pending orders, when I went to ride, you will notice that Raja would win trades looking at the 4 hour chart and on during London. I noticed that he would win the exact same entries that I would win, but mine were based on a high velocity area, and he just would do it just because of the structure. So, you know, we were pretty much taking the same orders. It's just that we were looking at different things. How many hours you spent? I spent many hours, many hours. While we wait for this, you guys want to see DJ? I guess. Let me see. Look at this fall from yesterday. Look at this fall from yesterday. Um, this is a massive fall, and it looks like GJ is gonna revisit down here for like high probability. What is this? A weekly area? Wow. Yeah. 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 You see this? Oh, we just tapped into it already. And look at the. Can you look at that? Can I've never seen this in my
This
life.
is candle. Is
Yeah.
this candle?
This is a weekly candle. Look at this. I mean, obviously, we're gonna have some sort of body by the end of the week, by the end of today. But never seen this live. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so GJ likes. Okay, so GJ is kind of likes like crosses and stuff. Yeah, look at this. This is the week. With the whole week. We started here and we are here, and we moved. Yeah, we moved up, moved down, moved up, moved down. Now,
You know, one more candle. If this current daily candle respects this area, and one more candle closes bullish on Monday, respect this area, and one more bullish candle here, then we can retest this area before downside.
yeah, not only that. I mean, if that you, if this area, do you see this? This is a really strong liquidity area on the weekly, but we're below it now. You see it here, right? There's the closure, there's a reaction, there's the closure. You see the wick all the way up, and you see a reaction here. And now you have a rejection ready to drop from here to here. That's what I see on naked charts. Um, the same way it looks like this, if this closes above here, around, above this specific area that you see here, if this weekly were to close up here, that would be really dangerous for anybody selling, because that wouldn't trigger structured continuation on to the up. But it doesn't look like it's gonna do that anyways. I think this has a really high probability to end below here. I don't know if I have it in the yeah. You see this? So this is the same area. So this is the actual important area to look for. So whatever ends up below here, then you know is continuation for sales for the next days and weeks and stuff like that.
This
Uh,
looks like very tough range on the weekly, the mark zone, this whole area.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be. Uh, when I'm inside of zones like this with GJ or gold or whatever, I try to just grab zones. Like I stay away from the gut, and I kind of keep it into the limits, and it goes better for me. So I try to trade inside of some. Like if I'm here, I try to find a good buy entry or a breakout. If I'm here, I try to find a good sell entry, which is, you know, is one of my styles. But yeah, so for GJ, that's what I would expect. If we close below here, inside of here today, then yeah, you see, yeah, if we close inside of here, then there's a higher probability that sells
What do you think if news breaks this daily candle week? This is the support candle.
here.
If break this one, high probability, like for the news.
Well, for the news, you just have to look left, and you have this here on the weekly. You see, so you have a weak level here, and so for me, this is still part of the zone. So it's not enough that you break this. To me, it matters if you break this. You see?
If breaking this area, the daily candle will be look like healthy bearish candle, and this will be the good liquidity grab on the
Yeah,
weekly.
exactly, exactly. So gold should give me the last push for something that I wanna experiment. It's not an experiment. It's something I do anyways. Just need gold to give it to me.
If NY open rejects 50, 51, 51, 50, 51 area, then it will be bit tough again.
Yeah, so let's go to, if you want, let's do a normal scalping analysis. So we have that area marked. We already know that all of this red here is like on the higher time frame. On the 4 hour, we have this, and we have this down below here. So between here and here, we have this that actually makes sense that is falling like this from here to here, because we have a high velocity, even though we have a small level like in between here, but it's being broken. So there you go. We have this visit down here, and yeah, you should like actually, oh look, oh, also it was sell like really easy sells now. I wasn't paying attention to this. Like here, there was a good continuation from here. You see here, it closed below and also closed below here. So here, from here to here, was a good scalp all the way on to take profit. Oh, there, and it's already there. Yeah. Oh, okay, we missed that one. It's okay. Look at this. Okay, so there was a setup there. There was a continuation setup. We just missed it, but it was there. Since NFP,
Don't you think one more bullish candle as a support, then break the support before downside? I don't know about GJ. Normally I'm asking.
you mean on GJ here?
One more bullish candle here and form like a support, then break off the support, impulse entry for the downside to retest
You mean
81.
resistance?
Mm. Like
You mean
uh,
formal resistance?
no. See, now this is the bearish candle. One more bullish candle, like form a support, then the break of the support, impulse entry to this area.
No, here on this end, like if I see this, you look here.
If you are late to the those entries, already you missed the entry. The next setup, I mean.
No, if you look left, well, I mean, if I look left and I see this is a structure rejection, and this is our structure support. So when I see this, typically, I consider, do you see this? This close below this. So it is a good continuation entry, because now you have all this, you have this on all the way down to here for TP. Oh, there you go. And yeah, we said it. That would be TP1, and then this would be the runner. Like here, I would be taking profits partially. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But if you look left, this is the last reference you have. So the last reference matters, at least to me, right?
So you don't need any rejection from this area on GJ.
I
If
would
you are looking
prefer
for
it.
next
So I
entry,
would
this
prefer
area.
so yeah. But if you close like this, if you close like this, I would.
Mhm.
The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that this doesn't have like a big wick. The only thing I don't like. But you don't have a big wick. But like I would prefer. But then you look left. You know there was that we're at the very limit of the zone. So I would actually prefer like just a little bit bigger wick. So if I had like a little bigger wick, I would go with the continuation here because of this. But if you wait for what you're saying, it's not a bad idea. Like from here, we can do that you're talking about, and then continue going down. Mm, no, why is that? It should. Mm, there we go. Bye. Stop waiting here. 1 hour away from the news. Okay. So yeah, that would be a continue, but it's because of the closure of the candle. Without that closure, then you don't want. So the other thing that could happen is that you get a candle coming up here and then kind of like faking you out. So basically, what you want to do is wait for what you just said. Wait for that resistance to be formed, confirmed, and then you go. ¿Cómo puedo tener movimiento libre de mi mouse en Trading View? Tadeo Sena. Tadeo Sena. No entiendo, bro. I don't understand that question. When you move, you have freedom. When you move your mouse, you have freedom on Trading View. I mean, you can move your mouse freely inside of here. Um, since NFP is still in the 1 hour, if this M30 closes bullish, then the next candle creates a lower wick on the first 15 minutes and flip bullish. I see good buy opportunity. What do you think, boys? Yes, that makes sense what you just said there. Oh wow, oh wow, this is looking like wants to do my pending thing.
Joel, you need to be just be concerned because of the news. This 30-minute open is
Hmm?
this is just 30-minute open, so we can get a move till here, this area, and reject before news and ranging hold this area before the news. This will be the range for the
Yeah,
news.
I would. I highly, 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 highly doubt, highly, that we will break above this wick. Highly, because if it breaks above that wick, that would trigger so many entries that you have no idea. Like that would be really high, like highly. I don't know. Like I would doubt
Yeah,
that.
yeah. 50 is very strong area.
Like there's such a high probability that this thing here is not gonna be broken before the news, because if it were to be broken now, I would not hesitate to take this at all.
If the news first wicks up and break 50 and rejects 50 and candle closes below 50, then very tough.
Yeah, I would. So you say what I typically say is, and I'm gonna repeat it like until you know I'm proven wrong, which is if you have a setup that works for you, you should take the setup every time it presents, as long as you're not over trading. And if you have the numbers and you know that that setup just has just so if you have a setup and you win that setup, let's say 70% of the time, you win a specific entry. Let's say if you win 70% of the time, you know that there's gonna be a 30% that you will lose, and there's no way around that. There's no way around that. So you will lose, which is why I repeat this like almost every stream. Before you learn, before you want to win here, you have to learn to lose. And by learning to lose is learning from losses. If you don't learn from the losses, you're not learning to lose. You're just losing. So you have to learn from the losses, and then when you learn from the losses, you know how to modify, and you would create a kind of like close the loop. Uh, in engineering, we call I'm translating here closed circuit. Uh, I don't know how to translate that, which is when you close the loop, when you close the feedback loop. That's literally how I see it. Like you try something, you see the results, and based on the results, you modify, you have feedback, and you modify the actions so that way you improve them so that you get a result that looks like something that you're looking for. And that's kind of like how I see the market. So if but the same way, once you understand the probabilities of something, then you're not afraid. Like I was having somebody asking me that, not asking me, telling me that they admire, that they notice that when I take an entry, I don't seem to be afraid. Well, I'm not afraid because I know the probabilities now of many of my entries. Like this one, like I win this one, like one of the most that I win is this one. So if I lose this one, like if I take this and I lose it, I'm 100% okay with my 30% percentage of this one, for example. Like I'm okay with this losing. Because why? Because this is one of my orders. This is one of my entries. And I know that if I take 100 of them, I'm gonna win 70 of them. So I'm okay with the 30. And that's how I see it. Like with everything. Like if this is sub Tobias, I didn't like a, so I didn't see like if I don't see a setup forming that I don't recognize, I don't take it. So that's how I roll. Whatever I don't see that, and then I don't take it, and that's it. Whatever I don't recognize, I don't take it, and then I'm dealing with my own percentages. If I, that's why also when I always say that if I share something with you guys, don't take it. Just back test it. If you've never done it, back test it, and then just start taking it. Like if you come to the stream and you want to learn anything, what I would do is what I did with when Raja was streaming is I was just taking notes. I wasn't taking none of the things he was, because I didn't understand at first what the heck was going on. So I was just back testing what he did, and at least for scalping, right? And yeah, it really worked. It really worked nice. What is this? Nice. So you see this whole thing, to me, this is how this looks like. Let me show you. This to me is this rejection area to me. So, okay, actually I'm gonna explain what I usually do here. And, but you should back test this, okay? Just back test this. Do not do anything with this. When I find an area that has been rejected so many times, so many times, and this is not updating, right? Oh, thank you, Antcore. Thank you. When I see an area that has been rejected so many times, many of you noticed in the groups that I take a lot of reversals. And I actually win the reversals. I rarely lose a reversal. Why? Because there's something that I always call context. Now, I do not expect this to break before the news. What that means is, and we are at the very limit of the rejection area. What that means is that in my head, any sell that I can grab from here, short, this is a counter trend. So there are many things dangerous with this. Number one, this is a counter trend. Number one. Number two, when I take counter trends, I take them really, really short, but with really nice R. What happens is there's a really, really, really low probability that we're gonna break this before the news. So I trust the zone. This is what I call zone entry. You hear me a lot talking about them, zone entries. And what I usually do is what I did here that I told you not to do, and I'm 12 pips in profits. And now I can explain it because now we're away from it.
Same trade I am being like I am not 12 pips, like 10 pips now.
No,
I
I'm
took that
17.
5 minute low, 5 minute low break. I took
Yes.
the entry.
So, but I didn't want you guys to take it before because I know that if I take it and I say I took it, then everybody was gonna take it. And I wanted you to first back test this, and then you talk about taking this. By the way, I can close right now. I have really nice profits, and I have my first of the day. But I can explain this one. I told you all not to do it. Look at this. This is where I took it. When I saw this rejection here, as soon as I saw this small formation here, I was waiting for anything, and I mean anything, on my favor for this one. So what I did was I kept this stop loss really tight to this. This was news, so I know there's a, actually I'm gonna take profits here and leave it running. And call it the first one. Half. I'm gonna take half.
Joel, you took on 1 minute time based, or you directly took on 50?
No, I wait for five. So the moment I see anything happening on five, this is going. You see, bullish, 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 bullish. I just wait for absolute like anything that looks like a rejection on the 5 minute. Then that's my cue to start looking for the sell entry. So what I did was I placed a pending order. You notice when I was looking at the GJ chart, I said, why didn't it trigger? Because it was I was expecting this little push here. It did it. So my pending was right up here because I was expecting maybe the body of here being touched, and it actually triggered it. And stop loss was kept, like I said, like literally one pip above from here was actually. I'm here 1 to 1 and I go for it. So there's a high probability, high, like massively high. Like right here, you see, notice this? This is over, like this is like 1 to 1. I just closed 1 to 1. Now, I can leave a runner down here because when we started this, I said that I'm expecting here. This might take me out, but because usually when it does this, it retaps again before continuing down. But my point is, I'm in the clear now. I have this at break even. This is a runner. This is a specific type of entry that I developed for myself. Okay? This is, I do this a lot.
Entry, bro. The sniper entry.
Yes. I do this
Secured.
a lot.
I secured and break even. It's no 4 pips above near to break even now. Because my entry was a bit late.
You did it with the 1 minute?
No, I entered the break.
Here? On the 1 minute. Well, yeah, because you waited a good confirmation on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, you actually had like a trend line that could look at this that could use for confirmations. This is even better if you do it that way. I did it. The way I did it was based on context, and that's the only way I did it. So it's a context entry. It's just kind of like trusting the price zone, trusting what's going on with the market. This is advanced. If you want to call this something, I would call this entry an advanced entry. This is not, by the way, this is not a cowboy entry. I know this one.
No,
I
it's
do
pure
this.
confirmation. At the key level area is a pure confirmation.
See, this is 50. Yeah, this is 50. Look at this.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Ron.
Hey, what's up, Sultan?
Hey, morning, bro.
What's up, homie? What's happening, man?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
How was the week?
Hey, so Joe,
Sure. Sup,
So
bro?
how many times will you give that type of trade a shot? Like right now, if price bounces back and touches the 50 again, will you
No,
give
I
that
wouldn't.
same trade?
No, I wouldn't. So
The first time price comes to that area?
yeah, I don't know if you guys remember 2 weeks ago I shared like a same entry for gold down below there. It was like 2 weeks ago. I remember. It's. I tried to explain it the best I could, saying the same thing, which is it it is all context based, meaning this is not a good time to sell like anywhere unless you do what I just did. Uh, the way I see this is first thing I said this morning is I highly doubt we break this before the news. You remember I said that. The reason why I highly doubt we break above this before the news is because this was a news event. So whenever you see, and which also gave me a perfect setup for the pending order. So that was also the same. So there are the same reason why this pending order to me is such a juicy one. But obviously, when we get to the 8:30 mark, I'm gonna remove it. But right now, it is really juicy. Why? Because of the same reason I took the sale. Because this was so. This is all context based. If you don't have the context, I would not advise this. So this is how I see it. Let me explain all the logic. This happened because a big news event pushed price way above where it should have been pushed. What I mean way above is the last limit of a big push was this one, and it was a big push. And because this, I think it was also something going on with the news. So that gives me what I call the weak level. You see me labeling like this, weak level. When I mark a weak level, what I mean is this is the bare limit of the zone. So I would not expect price to move way too far away from here without moving just for the rest of the high velocity area. So I also look left, references. If I see only big candles moving inside of that area, I see that like a highway. Here, there's just like highways. Cars here, they just move either from here to here or from here to here. They don't stop in the middle. Does that make sense? So when you get close to the highway, there's a point where if you're in the highway, you cannot get out of the highway until you get the next exit. Okay, so if you don't get if you get inside the highway, like here in the United States, you get inside the highway, you don't get out until the next exit. So what that means is you wait for the exit. The exit is all the way up here. So that means is that if we break above here, there's a high probability that within 1, 2, 3, 4 candles of 1 hour, wait, it was 1, 2, 3, it was two candles that within 2 hours from here, price is gonna move here. There's a high probability of that. Okay, that's just with you can check that with backtest that a lot. So you will find the earliest level possible, which would be like this. So because this happened last night, this actually triggered one of mine. So I lost that one, by the way. But that was a news event. So now that gave me a new trigger point. So when I noticed this, I said, okay, now I have a reference for today, which is good for me, right? Because now I have more certainties now of what to expect if we break above. Wait, let me check something.
Hey, Ron.
Yo, yo, what's up?
See, this which I got the trade. This one is the first try.
I don't hear you well, Mini. Can you speak louder?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, if the next time the new open candle pushes like this, okay, for the first 3 minutes, and the last 2 minutes it closes below 50, then and closes bearish candle, the next candle break the low, you can have one more opportunity placing stop loss here to retest this area before upside, because there is no business New York open candle to reject this area again. That means this is a very strong area. Something better need to break this area. The second chance to try on this area as a
Got you.
yeah,
Yeah, on a
Yeah.
lower time frame for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So you want to watch a key level. So we have 1950, right? So whatever rejects 1950 closest looking down, that's a good entry. So that's the technical aspect of it. Now the context aspect of it, I'm actually using fundamentals. I'm not a fundamental trader, but I use fundamentals for this type of entries. So for me, news was important for me as a reference for today's trade. So I take literally look at this. I had I don't know, like maybe 2 pips drawdown. That's it. Because I actually entered. Now that I look at it, I enter like here. Yeah. So I'm on 23 pips profits right now. So what I did was I used the context. You notice I said don't take it, don't take it, don't take it, because I want to explain that first before people just blindly take anything, because I know there's gonna be people taking it. So now I can explain it, and I know nobody can take it because we're too far away. You should not be taking this, by the way, okay? This is far away from the entry. So, what I do with this type of entries is I risk less. So, this one might be a 1% entry, even 2%. So, this is how sure I'm of this one. If this happened before the news, I could go 2% on this one. That's how sure I'm of this one. Now, of this one, because this is a retest entry based on context, I have the ability, you see this 3.5, I have the ability to take a 0.5 or even 0.25%. Makes sense? Because now if I take 0.5 here, look at this. How much do you make on this? You make over 1%. Makes sense? So you risk little, but you still make a lot. And but it has to make sense. So now this is a break even, by the way. So I'm risk free. I took profits at 1 to 1 right here. I'm absolutely out of the blue. Like, you know, mission was successful. What is this? Oh yeah. So I'm out of the blue now. The other thing so this is a specific type of entry that I've developed within the last year and a half. I don't take that every single time. So there's one time I wouldn't take it. For example, during news, I would never take this entry. Okay, I would never dare to do that. Number one. Number two, if I don't see a clean rejection, I wouldn't take it either. Like if I don't see this happening, and this was like this really helped me today with that decision. But if I don't like, if I only saw this and this, that was good enough for me to take a trade around here, because I had now 2 rejections of structures. If you look at the higher time frame, this is what you it looks like. Look at this. You see here, this was rejected here before it could continue. This is 1, 2, 3. There's 3 rejections of a structure. So this is a strong area. So that's why I started the whole day with saying I highly doubt we break this before the news. Now, I am expecting a liquidity grab, and if we flip from here, we break above here, then this works. But yeah, today I just share with you guys one of my entries, and that I don't think anybody has ever. I haven't seen anybody taking this type, but I've shared many of these in the group. If you noticed, I can. I would have to look for them, but I can show you each time I've shared this type of entries. It's just a specific setup, and there's a specific way of executing it that works. That if you don't do it, you're gonna miss a lot. So you better back test this before you do anything. I can show you many times I've done it if you want it, but right now, yeah, right now we just have to wait for the news. It's 30 minutes away from the news. You don't want to be in anything anymore. But I don't know if that helped, brother. If it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I actually I took that same trade too, and not because you even said anything about it. I was kind of scoping that trade before I even got on the Zoom. So
Awesome.
when I saw y'all, when I saw you talking about it, I just started laughing. But I did get in later than you though. I didn't get in until not too much later, but basically under the 5 minute candle that you got in at. And I was like, okay, this is a good trade. So I took that trade. And then I, like I said, I took that trade before I even got on the Zoom. So when I saw you talking about it, I just started laughing. But I did get in later than you though. I didn't get in until not too much later, but basically under the 5 minute candle that you got in at. You know, I waited kind of on the 1 minute when that 1 minute closed up under the last the structure that they had made.
Okay, so you do
So
1 minute too, right?
yeah, I was looking at the 1 minute for confirmation because I was expecting the rejection at 50 also. I had set an alarm last night at 1949 because I saw yesterday, I saw how it went and hit the 50 at open, at the market open and rejected
Yeah.
real quick. Yeah, so I said, damn, I said, it's probably going to do that again tonight. So I set an alarm at 1949. I wanted to set a sale stop, but I didn't have nuts to do that. So I set an alarm and I heard it go off just this morning. I heard it. I said, dang, let me hop up. And so I went and looked and for sure it was coming up to 50. I said, so I was already looking for the rejection as well. So when I saw it rejected on a five, and then I was looking at the one, and I saw pretty good like structure forming, I was waiting on a rejection too. So yeah, that was good to hear you talk about it because I only asked how many times you do it because yesterday the weighted goal was ranging yesterday, man. I sat back and did not take so many trades because I didn't want to overtrade, but it was just bouncing so perfectly between what range was this at yesterday, man? It was bouncing so perfectly all morning between like 30 and 25. If you pull up, look yesterday, 30 to 25 on a 5 minute looks like straight barcodes, man. So if you would pull up the 1 minute, it was a perfect
You mean this?
range. Yes, yep. Look
Yeah.
how that looks like crap on the 5 minute. Just a straight barcode, you know?
Yep, I took this cell, and Mini was telling me that I did a cowboy entry. No, actually, it was not a cowboy entry. It was what I explained yesterday. So yesterday I explained as we were leaving the stream what I was expecting to do, and that's what I executed here. Actually, I can explain. Just like you said, so I was watching for this. The drawing changed from yesterday because I was looking at new zones now. But yesterday I was expecting a rejection because this massive rejection we had yesterday from here now. I mean, like I said, I don't want to clutter the chart, but this was the level. And I said that if we rejected this level again tomorrow, that I was gonna go for a sell.
Mm.
So what I did was I waited for this to happen. Let me check. I remember I shared that. Actually, you know what? Easier. I just shared it in the group. Let me grab it from there. Oh, it's way above. Oh wow.
Mm.
No, I'm not gonna be able to grab that. There's too much thing to talk. But my point is that I waited. So the one that I took, the sell that I took from here yesterday after we ended the stream was based on the tap, and it looks really messy, like you said on the 5 minute, straight barcodes.
Yeah.
And I took this one. I think it was from here. No, it was this one. This cell. This was the cell. I remember. This was the one. So for that one, I combined a bunch of things. This is garbage, but also I noticed that there was something going on from here to here. So I said, okay, so this is a zone combined with a trend line limit combined with a closure of the bearish. So that
Mm.
was what I was expecting to cash in on this move because whenever you have a range, so trading ranges is really just you really have to go for the zones or else you missed it. So
Right.
if you don't trade right at the range, like I don't recommend anybody trading ranges. Period. Now, if you know how to trade ranges and you're a zone trader, that's actually where you make all of the money. So you have flavors for anything and for
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Yeah.
So that was like a zone trade for me. I said, oh, this is an easy one for me. I mean, this is garbage for anybody else, but this is an easy one for me. I have two confluences. This is a zone trade for me. I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
the confirmation. And I said it in the group. I said, hey, the market gave me what I was looking for. I'm going to go for it. And I went for the kill. It was just worked. But this is a complicated one. I would not advise this one either without a lot of back testing. News in 40 minutes, all of these moves are not backed by majority of the market participants. That's why the price is jittery. Igor. Yep, it is.
The main problem the guys here use new, they do good analysis. They look for a good setup, but they don't execute the trade. Just try at least with if you don't have at least try 0.01 lot, you know, to gain a confidence.
Oh, this. By the way, my order is done. It closed. I had the take profit here. Uh, Wait, let me see where did it close? Cause I did it by eye. I didn't. The TP was like basically watching the what is going on here. Oh, this froze. Oh, I see now why. 1944. That's where I closed. What is 1944? Oh, it literally closed with the wick. 44 what? Oh, 44.90. Yeah. Literally closed here at the wick. That was the move today for me. Oh, look at that. It was gonna fall. Looks like it was gonna whoop. It was gonna just come here. Should have let the runner, I guess. But so that's the other thing. When I take this type of entries, I am not expecting this to fall like too hard, unless I am expecting a reversal. So then, if I'm expecting a reversal, even better. But if I don't expect a reversal, I just take my money and leave. Live with the bag. I'm missing this. That's okay. Closed here. I'm okay with this. So today we have the first of the day. Let me gold sales. Now we have a win. But that one, I didn't want you guys taking it without really understanding everything, and I didn't think I had the time to. And honestly, even if I explained the thing, no, you shouldn't be taking it. Like you should be back testing that first, anyways. But what happened with gold sales? Win. But I hope that it made sense the explanation of this, so that you can guys go and play with it. How can I join your group? I think the link is in the description. It's just a free Discord, just so that you guys start to share your analysis. I'm not gonna. I have absolutely nothing to sell anybody. Because even my thing that I do is in Spanish, the one that where I actually charge anything, and that was yeah, and I launched that like long time ago. So I have zero to sell you, and I wouldn't. Okay, we're getting ready for the news. So this is let's see what can we expect. What can we expect now
Man,
about
I would have holded that trade. Shit, man.
no, you know what? I used to kind of like be mad when I would see. Not anymore. When I run with the bag, I thought about the following, which helped me a lot. How many times I left a trade open and it came to my entry, and I would feel bad.
Yeah, that's the baddest feeling in the world.
So I
Yeah, it
prefer
is.
to leave with the bag and wait for another entry than just to feel bad about one running. Now, the only ones that I feel bad about leaving, not leaving a runner, and the only time is when I knew or had a high expectation that it was gonna run, and I didn't.
Can you switch to 5 minutes, bro? See the candle formation on the second structure. This is the second structure here. This is the second structure. This is the important structure.
Hey, you guys have cameras? Let me see. Today we can share people here.
If it breaks and closes below this structure, I think this area will retest
Yep.
the news.
Yep.
99% probability.
If you
My
close below,
this structure, yeah,
okay, let me mark it
ca- yeah, candle body,
here. If we break below here, 1942,
yeah. But the candle body need to close below this structure, not the wick.
you think we're gonna come here before the news?
Yeah. But this is, strike a small pullback in the zone, old zone.
I'm gonna have to shut down the notifications on this thing while I'm streaming just for a while. Um,
I feel like, Joel, tell me your opinion, to stop buy stop around this area,
buy stop. Where?
this area.
You mean buy limit?
Yeah, buy limit.
I feel tempted. I feel tempted. Not gonna lie. It's just that I don't like the fact that we have news, and with gold, this is how it works for me with gold and news. I mean, let me show you. Oh yeah. So you see, the only place where I would feel okay about maybe placing a buy limit, based on what I've seen before, would be here with the stop loss here and this. And that's like
Yo,
with my
yo,
what?
Shalom. Oh man, my bad. I'm talking to my son. Let me mute.
Ron, you didn't go for farm today?
Yeah, man, I gotta go outside in a little while, take care of everything.
So the that would be the only place where I would feel safe about placing orders. If not, I would prefer to see this rejection, like you said, and see it like actually look at it, look okay, it rejected, and then go for the kill. But I wouldn't go for a kill on a limit unless I go deep, deep, deep. Because the problem with gold is gold likes to deep, like gold loves deep retracements, and when it is news, gold moves in places that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like that week here, it didn't make sense. It moved there. Now this week here didn't make sense either. This one here didn't make sense. It broke like all of the levels, including this one, and just the same way it broke a few pips above the limit, it broke a few pips below the limit. So it does that when there are news. So it's just sometimes it's better just to wait for the news to settle and go with it. So that's what I would actually expect from this. By the way, you see me changing between the white chart and the black chart. This is where I see the macro view. Like this is where I play the macro game, my swing trading view game.
Now go to 5 minute chat, bro. See the interesting thing.
Yeah, okay. Let me go to the scalping thing here, and now remove all of this. We had our first win of the day. Here we go.
Did you take that trade, Minnie?
No, I'm waiting for the news. I got 10 pips early for the day.
Okay, okay. I didn't know if
Waiting
you
for
were
big
saying
one.
you was gonna take it if you had the 5 minute close up under that structure.
Yeah, because of news, I'm staying away. Big
Yeah,
news.
I ain't trying to jump nothing either. I don't want to get slipped 30 daggone pips.
I think this structure is mandatory before upside. You know, it's at least big down. Now I have seen this small structure. It can be break because this is a big candle. Pull back maybe this area.
Now, looking at the daily guys in the 4 hour, right, coming out of London, would you expect to look for spots to buy after the news? You know what I mean? Would you look for structures to form support to look for buys because of the daily and the 4 hour being so bullish?
Yes.
Or are you still mainly looking for rejections?
No, 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 no.
I don't look for sell today.
Yeah,
Until the candle below
Exactly.
the trades below the 30.
yeah. Same thing.
Gotcha.
Same
Gotcha.
thing.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I was
I go
saying.
with the so reversals are tricky because
Yeah.
you like either you get like for example. If I was expecting a reversal today, I would have not closed this,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just let it with a break even, and then
Yeah.
I'm okay. But I'm not expecting a reversal. Now, if it happens, for that, the confirmation for me would be below this area here. You see me? You see this?
Yeah.
Anything that breaks and closes below 1913 for like around here, then that's a reversal area. So now I know that we're gonna have to be looking for sales. Nothing that doesn't close below here, I'm interested in sales. Like, I mean, I took a sell, I know, but I'm talking about like structure wise.
38 is easy, bro. 38 area, that structure. If doesn't hold that structure, no man, nothing. I don't know what to. I need to reanalyze myself for today.
Well, it really depends on how you look at, because the thing is that I know that it is respecting this regardless of the structure. Look at this, for example. So
Okay,
it,
break now in next 1 minute.
yeah, look at this.
You say,
It broke 1 hour structure here, but it respected this continuation,
yeah,
right? Broke 1 hour structure here again, continuation. So regardless, it is respecting this. Now, if I see this being broken and closed below and blah blah blah, maybe this trend line also, that's an early trigger for me. That's my view. That would be an early trigger. But I was still kind of like, you
now
still
but
believe NFP will drive the price up. If we reject from here, look at this. So let's plan NFP now that we're close to it. Let's talk about it. Wait, yeah, we're 20 minutes away. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's see what can we expect. Okay,
buy
brother.
above 46.
Okay, let's talk about this. And let me remove a few things here to make it clearer. Let's go with the 4 hour. Let's identify the 4 hour levels, most important ones to play with them. Um, yeah, 35. I remember 35 from yesterday. That's an important level. So let's do this. 30. Let's do it here. 34. Anything above 34 will mark that key level as a zone. Remember, it's not just one level, it's a zone of reaction. Key levels are important if you're playing with the lower time frames. If you're playing with the higher time frames, you're playing with the levels and the zones. So 1 hour looks fine. This is good. This is a good 1 hour. This is the daily, but the daily is actually like all the way up there. So we just reject it from there literally. And we have a, oh, okay, now I see why this came all the way down here. Should have noticed that before. I think I got confused because I had the daily there, but this, there was a high probability what we're gonna get here, because if you look left, this was always a high velocity. This is not such a high velocity area, but it is in some way. So I would have been holding that sell for a little bit longer, I guess. Here I would have been taking profit for sure. I wouldn't wait for this.
But this is a good pullback if you see the 4 hour candle,
It is.
50, yeah,
Yeah.
50% of previous 4 hour candle.
It is perfect.
Exactly.
If we reject from here now, the news, I think that if we close below here and we are inside of here for the news event, there might be a wick like this one you see here, or this one you see here, coming down to here. And if as we flip back above the 1934 area, I might go with a buy entry for,
Perfect, perfect, bro. This one 34, the first one 34 entry is perfect.
yes, that would be like the most easy entry, I would say. This would be the easier entry. So based on what I'm looking at on the higher time frame, right? I would expect this. Let's draw a little bit since we have the time. Blah blah blah. Have to. Well, it would be like a black candle, right? It would be 48 minutes away. So if we have something like this, oh, this is a 1 hour, so you don't want that. Oh, that's interesting. This is the 1 hour. We don't have a wick. We just tapped here. So if this literally comes all the way down here and does that, there's nobody stopping this above this.
Above
Nobody.
46.
I don't know if that makes sense. Let me show you.
No, above 46. Boom.
Like if this is the look at the 1 hour. Like if this 1 hour really gets down to here and flips above 135, that freaking 1 hour would look like this. It would look like let me see if I can draw this so that you can visualize how massive it would be. Like this is the beginning of the candle. So if it creates a wick this size, it would be like a massive wick. As we break above this, there's nobody stopping this. Like there's like a really low probability that we're not gonna get from here to here. So that would be a good pending order, if anything. Um, After we reject here and we flip the 1 hour, but you would want this to break because this is the limit, and this limit I love it because it was a news limit, which means that next time we break it, there's a high probability we go up. So yeah, that's how I see it happening. Now, if we go and break below and just fall from here, and then I had the best entry in the world, and I just missed it. Yeah, if we fall from here all the way down, then I just missed it, and that's it, I guess.
Institutional entry. Missed it.
Yeah, that's it. I just missed the best entry of the week, I would guess. Like if this really falls from here, never retouches here, and just falls with the news and falls with everything and breaks all the levels, which gold loves to do sometimes. I remember that day here. Yeah, see this? Funny thing is, funny thing is, I had a sell from here. I had a sell, and that day we were streaming with Raja. I had a sell, and I closed it like I think early, and then it did this and did all of this. But that was the data that I was asking a lot of questions, like, hey, what would have to happen if we were to visit like down here or down here or down here? And it was because I was kind of expecting that reversal. Here, I don't know. Here I am, like it would be weird, but it wouldn't be so weird because we had two major reversals on the four. I mean, two rejections on the 4 hour, but the daily looks. I don't know. That daily looks juicy to continue going up. So I don't. I'm not expecting a reversal, to be honest. If it happens, it happens. So that one I wouldn't be expecting it. So let's see NFP. I should get NFP music, like
Let's go full
sus-
margin.
suspense and stuff. Let me see. Let me see if I have suspense music for later. Oh, I would have to change accounts if I wanted to see. Wait, let me see. Maybe I can change. Oh, I think I can. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, guys, remember to give a like and subscribe and share and all of this so that we can, yep, so we can trade more people here. Maybe this helps somebody else. Let's see. Let me see if this music could work for later. Leonardo. Nah, nah. Suspense. Let me see. In YouTube, you have the music. People on Zoom cannot hear it. So that's the trade idea. So the trade idea will be wait for a rejection from here. Okay, so let me just also watch something with you, Mini. So you would wait for a rejection. Let me stop this music for a second. So you would wait for a rejection on.
The last I'm looking 35.
Yeah.
This
So
area,
you would
this
wait a
area.
rejection around here, and but you want the 5 minute.
Yeah, this area I'm looking, you know. But the candle have to close like this.
Above
If the
40,
long,
let's say that above
even
40,
if it's long wick,
everybody's.
even if it's the long wick, the candle body need to close like this. Then the break of this can play out. Then the second entry, like you said, the one when 1 hour flips to bullish, that makes 100% sense. But at that moment, we need to see the stop loss. If it's big, you know.
Hey, morning, Bessel. Oh, we have a OG in the house. There we go. I think this is better. The black chart.
Yeah. 1 second. Switch to 5 minute because now the news we can see every candle jumping.
Would you only take that entry if there's a news move to the left? Only a news move. What do you mean? You mean this, the sell that we took this morning?
Yeah, yeah, that one.
No, 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 no. I was gonna take that anyways. Now the news event only gave me a better confirmation of a limit. So the only thing that the news event from last night did to me was gave me a perfect stop loss level. That's what it did. Did you explain that sell? Yes, I explained the sell like to the. You can rewatch the stream. I explained it step by step, and I take this like that entry is one of my entries. So you would have to look at it because it's a little bit long. It references a lot of things because it's not an easy entry, and you should only take it when like all the stars online. Let's say you have to have all of it before you can take it. But I've taken many of these, and I even share them on the groups. I mean, in the groups. When I see that the stars aligning, but they have to meet certain criteria. You have to look at the stream. But this Newsweek, whenever I have this, I love it because the concept behind a Newsweek rejecting something. So if you find, oh, I don't have that video in this channel, but I have it in the other channel. So you guys remember the other channel? I have the concept that I have about elastic zones, which is something I came up with, right? It's just another one of those things that I just put names on it so that I understand myself. There's one video that let me see if I find it to share it with you, called Elastics. It's in the other channel.
Joel, see the holy candle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're nearby. So if you go to that other channel, you're gonna find a video that I explained something that references to a little bit of this. This one, yeah. So this one, I used the concept explained here. I'm gonna share it in YouTube. So here you go. So this one, based on that, when the news event pushes a zone coming from below, If it rejects and closes below, then that's the limit of the zone to me, because to me, zone resistance zones are elastics, are elastic, like they're like a elastic band. So you notice that price. Look at this. Price came all the way up here and still rejected. Price came up to here, rejected. Came all the way up to here and rejected. So when it is news, news is like if you threw the ball too fast. It took a lot more for the elastic band to hold the price, but it did. So this is the limit. Like this is when there's a news event. It's like if you threw the ball so fast that it literally went to the limit of the elastic band. So this is the limit in my head of that elastic band. What that means is that now I have a better setup for the continuation entry. Now this buy entry, depending order, I'm gonna remove it, and I think I'm gonna do this manually because this is about to get things are about to get hot here.
Things are messy now.
Yeah. What's your YouTube channel, Joe? Oh, that one. Tobias, thank you, bro. Oh, I see Bess out there. In the YouTube. Thank you. Joe, so if gold spikes hard, do you want to see the candle close above and wait for a second push? Above 150? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, no, but there's the thing. If this spikes hard and from here it flips, there's a high probability that once we break this again, we're gonna just go up. And from here to here, if you want to scalp that out, you don't have to wait all the way up here. You can like just scalp it like 1 to 1 or whatever. And there's a high probability that whatever breaks above here, after we grab liquidity here, we're gonna have a nice move here. Now, this is not my typical move. I don't trade news. Okay, that so let me restate this. This entry here, if there was no news here and it happened today, I would feel quite confident to put even 2% on that entry. That's how confident I am on those entries. On this one, if we were to break without a news. Now with news, I really don't know much what to expect, so I would maybe get a like a 0.5% entry here. That's it. So it's not the same for me because I don't trade news. So today is like yeah, today I'm here, for the fun. Like anytime Raja streams for news, I'm just here for the fun, and I never trade it. I just here to see people getting burned or winning or whatever. It's just the fun of it. But I don't trade it. But I only trade news if they do what I'm expecting them to do. If they don't do what I'm expecting them to do, I don't trade them. Like for example, what I explained today this morning on this, if we get the news and the news gets down to here and rejects and close above this area, I might get an entry too. But I have to see that happening. If that doesn't happen, then I'll just leave it alone and wait for the news to settle and whatever it's gonna do. But I'm not gonna lie, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is looking like a good rejection. So yeah, there's a high probability that now whatever breaks above from here to here, we get there. We're 5 minutes away. Okay, should I play the suspense music now? I think it's time for the suspense music. Wait. DJ. Okay, there we go. DJ Peep in the house for the people. Honestly, wanna go take a shit? While news drops, so I don't take a dumb loss. Let me tell you something. I had my win for today, so I might not even trade this thing. I might just look at it. Yeah, yeah. It's Friday. No, and we took a nice sell here, so it's I'm good. I'm good. I'm good for the week. I'm good for the week. Um, a lot of people don't like that type of entry that I just shared this morning that I did. If you back test it and most of the time you win them, it doesn't care what other people think. Just know that. That's how I see the market. If something works for me, it works for me, and I don't care whatever anybody else says. Yes, exactly. Everyone trades differently. The only important thing is that you backtest and that is part of your trading strategy. And if it is not, then you are messing up. But if you're just taking trades because I called them, then you're just not learning anything and you're just tricking yourself. But if they are part of you and your trading style, and you know you win 70% of them, then you're good. Okay, this is what I will do. I will play with it here. I'm not gonna trade it with my account because I made my money today. So let me paper trade this. Let's paper trade this because I already made money this morning. So connect. What is going on? Why is it not connecting? Oh, that's weird. Wait, let me reset this. Uh, you know what? Now I have an excuse to buy another computer because I wanted to buy another computer, but I wanted like a good excuse. And maybe it is the computer, or this is just this messing up. It's not connecting. Choose your broker, blah blah blah. I've done this before. I don't know why this is not working. Anyways, let me draw it then. So let's see if what we wanted would happen. I would wait for this to come down here. If it comes down here, oh 1 minute away. Okay, let's see. Let me look at it here. And or if this was gonna happen. Okay, the news event. If it gets down to here, rejects from here, closes above we go, or if the buy pending order was gonna work. Let's see. There you go, jittering. Let me remove this. So we wanted like a buy entry from here or a buy stop from here. News was good. Yeah, it means nothing, right? Because the market eventually does whatever it wants. It was a nothing burger. Oh, oh, so that means that this is still valid. Let me wait 5 minutes. If this doesn't do anything, I'm gonna put again my buy pending order here. If it doesn't do anything, then my pending order will work. Or, I mean, has a high probability to work. So, anyways, I know what I mean. I would go for it. Yeah. Um, 3 minutes away from placing back my pending order here. That pending order, I'm okay with it, and just leaving, you know, that do. It's. I think I'm gonna place it. Yeah, I'm gonna place it. It didn't do anything anyways. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how all the news this week were almost priced in. I guess war is stronger than everything. Yes, it is. Are you located? Huge positive news, Dave, Paul. 678,000 jobs. Good for us. Exactly. Are you located at DR? No, I'm located in the United States. First time I see NFP just ranging. No, actually, I've seen it before. Remember when NFP actually did something? Yes. Yeah, just not long ago. It's just that I think the war is messing up. Like this was not expected to me last night. This was not expected. This messed up. Yeah, Putin is the guy making the money. Whenever he wants to, whenever he wants to make money, he says something. You know, he's like the new Trump. He wants to make money. Okay, he says something. Hey guys, I'm about to move the market. I'm gonna, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna bomb this, and boom, literally that's all he has to do. And then because not since they are putting sanctions on them, oh, they cannot trade, right? But it doesn't matter. They, yeah, they have hackers, so they can trade anywhere with all the technology. So it's just, yeah, whatever. Russia is going broke soon. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I don't know if China and Russia, you know, they have something going on. I don't know. Might be something there. I think this is gonna trigger my thing here. By the way, the stop loss is not there. The stop loss is a little bit wider. For me to find the stop loss, usually I look left. Here's the stop loss. You see this? Stop loss should be placed below here. Let me go here. Stop loss should be placed below. Oh wow, here. Okay, so that's gonna be the stop loss. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if that, because you know they want to get rid of the dollar, right? They want to get rid of the dollar. So uh, I don't know if this is like a big scheme from them on the other side to kind of get rid of it. Real then put in place a buy order on gold full margin. Yeah, for sure. Russia can't grow broke. They're holding so much gold and oil. Exactly, that's my point. I was gonna say that I think they had one of the biggest reserves on gold. Just I think in China too. Whenever the hourly closes on gold, I will follow the next candle, not messing with current price action. What is the take profit for your pending order? 58, 58. It's a good pending order level. Thank.
Hey Joe, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How's it going? Wait, let me take out this music. Nothing happened. It was a nothing burger. So let's go back to normal music. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you, Joe. I have a question. How do you determine pending order? What is your? I got confused with that. What will you take into consideration, and why do you know what to place it?
Well, the way I win pending orders, and like I said, this one I can with my, I can safely say I win most of them, which is why I sometimes shares them. Unless there's news event. The only time I lose a pending order is when there are news event. At least for the last year, I think I have only lost pending orders when a news event triggers it. The way I find them, it's actually quite easy. And I wasn't meaning to find those orders. It just happened after looking at the chart a lot.
Oh,
Um,
good
what I do
experience.
is I look left, and I try to find what I call high velocity areas, or you can call them avenues, you can call them highways, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, whatever name fancies you and makes you feel better, right? And but whenever I see big moves, to me that is a high velocity. For example, um, I've been winning pending orders all the way up, all the way up. I think I won. There was one around here, and I won it. I think it was this one, and I shared it in the group actually.
Yeah.
Uh, this one I shared it. From here to here, I won that one, and I wasn't paying attention to it. It just triggered, opened, closed, all of it by itself. Why? Because when I look left, I find this was so. Let me show you this one because that one was easy actually. That was an easy one. So that was really easy to me. I can, you know what? Let me open a new chart to
Sure.
kind of like draw it from. Since I'm not gonna trade, I don't think I'm gonna trade. Like if that pending order doesn't trigger, I might not be trading anymore today. So for this part, it's gonna be a little bit educational, and maybe we can call it a day. How to find pending orders for me. This is a setup that I'm about to give you that if you practice it, you're gonna notice you win most of them. If you
Okay.
practice, okay?
Right.
Let me wait. This is a new entry, let's say, that you're gonna learn. Let me use the white one.
Okay. Because I'm trying to learn how to trade gold because I typically trade USD card, but
This
I'm afraid of gold.
one.
Years ago, I lost around 35K trading gold.
Oh shit, I would be afraid too.
So, I mean, I think
Yeah,
I'm
the
still
only
learning. I'm still learning, but
no, but don't be afraid. I mean, I've lost more than that in crypto. So just don't, you know, just stick with it, and eventually you're gonna find it, find the logic behind it. Okay, so let's go with the how to find pending order. So this is the strategy. Gonna give you a free, for free, something that is actually people have to pay for this in my Spanish Academy. Okay, so look,
but
um, you look left. That's step number one. So for example, there's many ones just on the way up. But let's go with the last one that we did. I don't know what is this Pepperstone. No, Pepperstone is the one from. Let's use this one. Yeah, this is
you
better.
connect your broker with Trading View.
Yes, if it is there, you can.
Got
But
it.
but it has to be supported by them. You have to come here. Okay, let's go with this. Hey, los pechochos. Oh wow, we have a big YouTuber here. He's like, what is it, like a million subscribers? Hey, brother.
Wow.
Wow, we have a celebrity today in the YouTube chat. Okay, so let's go with this thing. Okay, yeah, he's a part of the academy, but he's a successful doctor.
Wow. Interesting.
Okay, let me. What is it? 4 hour. Okay, so let's do this. Let me rewind this and let me show you the strategy here. This is what I look for. So that day, this happened, this massive drop, and we did this BS here. Now, once we had this major liquidity week that rejected all the way down, then I think it was also a news event. That gave me, oh, remember that I said that the news event only gave me the limit? That's exactly what happened here. It was not a news event like in Forex Factory. It was something that happened that moved the price up.
Oh, so it wasn't scheduled. It was like a random.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like last night. Just like last night, it just triggered my pending and messed up because I had a pending. But this time I didn't have a pending, so this one didn't mess me up. So, what I did was okay. So now I have the limit of the high velocity area. Whatever name, like I said, this is just a name. You don't have to use the same name. Just whatever. So, but I know that there's sudden moves here. That's let's call it that, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, spy was Russia invasion on Ukraine. Exactly. Thank you, Michelle. So when I look left on the 1 hour, what do I see? I noticed at first without this, at first this was what I was looking for. I remember. I said, this is interesting. Now, the only reason why, I didn't have a pending order here to go from here to here, I remember was because this I didn't like it. So I said, okay, whatever happens would have to be above this, because from here to here, so on the 4 hour it has to look clean, but on the 1 hour too. So the 1 hour looked like this. So that's why if you see, if you, some of you remember, I shared this, that the TP for me would have been here, just a few pips below, because I always TP in the safe place, always, meaning some pips before we get there. So what I did was, once we had the wick, now I have the specific limit that I'm looking for. Because now I know that that the elasticity of this zone is this wide. I don't know if that makes sense. By elasticity, I mean this zone rejects price and it can go all the way up here and still close below the zone. So it's like
It's
an
kind of
elastic
like a
band.
slingshot.
Yes.
Like,
It's
uh,
like if you throw something against an elastic,
uh,
whatever,
right.
it will, if you take it to the limit and after that it breaks, that's the limit. So my point is, look at GJ. What is going on with GJ? Is it falling? Yeah, falling. Yeah, we were expecting that today. Yeah, we were expecting that fall. But now we're expecting some sort of rejection here, and because today is Friday, and this is the weekly level. So today, this is the limit. It would be really oh wow, that's a major wick right there. Yeah, but it's just 1 day, so it would be really weird if we break below that wick level there at 152.37. Just so you know. So this is the back to this. So if if you reject here,
Uh-huh.
it takes you back down to here, right?
Right.
Now I know that I have a pending order level now that is more reliable. You know why? Because if the news couldn't break above it, like if this is the limit from where it rejected, there's a really high probability that next time we break above this, we're gonna go at least here, and it's most likely gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. You see, because this is a 1 hour.
Right.
So that's my reference. It should take
Right.
between 2 and 4 hours.
Okay. So do you execute on 1 hour or 30 minutes?
No, I never 30 minutes. 30 minutes don't mean nothing to me for this type of entries. It has to be like 30 minute actually help. I'm not gonna lie. 30 minute help because I like to see that 30 minute also has a clean. You see this? Boom boom. Has to look like this clean. The like the more time frames look like this, the best the entry is.
Oh, okay.
So this is the level. And that was the pending order. I actually shared it way before it happened. And I remember it spent maybe like a day, like a whole day before it actually triggered. And it triggered, and this is what happened. So the point about this is that once it breaks this level, there's a high probability that it takes from 2 to 4 hours to get here. And this is what happened. You see here?
Got it.
Now, the stop loss is going to be the next question. Then everybody most likely is asking
So
themselves. So you
at
go,
that point, your pending order got executed, right?
yes, yes. So the stop loss, I would have to look at it. What is it that I shared? But the stop loss, usually I actually look for the lowest time frame I can, to be honest, for stop loss. So for that is weird, but that's how I do it. Because then on that, usually this because of this. Usually I try to find on the lowest time frame, if there is a high velocity area, you're gonna have like in the 15 or something, like a massive candle. So you want to see if there is a zone where that there is some sort of support form where you can rely on it. And on this time, I think the support on that one was like below here. Like
Oh,
from here to here, you had going up. So my reference is going up. Where did it react? Going up, it reacted here. Going down, I don't care so much. Going up is what I care about, and that all of that is explained in the video that I told you about elastic zones. This video, this one.
is can't I find that on your YouTube, or is that part of your
Yeah, no, this is free, and this is actually part of my
playlist?
classes I
Oh,
gave for free too. I like I said, I don't live from selling courses, so I really don't care. This is
important elastic. So,
I do not need sales at all to live. I make my money from trading. Let me share this in the YouTube too. So this video here, shared on YouTube too, is elastic zones theory. I haven't heard of anybody talking about it. Maybe somebody, because like I always say, somebody somewhere else thought about the same for sure. But that's something I started talking about.
oh, okay.
So so this is the reaction area, right? Now I have a reaction area. So what I do is I try to, if I'm looking at it actively, I try to keep it as safe as possible. Because for this one, you don't want to go rich on this one. You just want to cash in. So
Because
you, the stop loss should have been making sense around here, but on that, when I see them too close to the closure to the breakout, what I do is I try to find then a zone that it's a little bit that makes a little bit more sense um, from consolidation, which is around here. Like for example, when it broke above here, I would place it like down below here. You see here, there's on that 15 minute. It's just that it doesn't. Let me make it wider. Here, you see, you have a
yeah,
support here. Then I tried, okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab that one because this one is maybe too tight. Because I really, really, that's one thing. I really keep it like as safe as possible. So, oh, there you go. This is the same level. So maybe once you see 1 to 1. Most of them are 1 to 1, 1 to 3, 1 to 5. That's it. That's just pending order. So usually this is what happens.
oh,
And there you go. And if you notice, let me count the 1 hour candles. You said I said from 2 to 4 hours, right? Look at
right.
this. This is the one that triggered, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so I was so that was during New York session,
This
or
is New York, but to be honest, you know when I win the most? When I'm sleeping. I usually put
oh,
them in London and in Asia, and they work in London, and I wake up to wins. Literally, that's how it happens most of the time.
oh, okay, okay.
So I,
Oh,
you know why they work? I always say this. You know why they work? Because I'm not looking at them. Because then when I start trying to manage them, I get out early, and just have to let them do their thing.
oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Well, thank you so much, Joel. I appreciate that. Makes me understand a little bit more. And what is your channel, your YouTube channel, you said? Is it Coin Education
Yeah, that's
channel?
the old one. The old
Oh,
one was supposed to be in Spanish, and then I started doing like English, and it was getting messy. So yeah, this is the old one. You can subscribe to this one if you speak Spanish. On this one, I have a lot of videos in English, and you see, I've been streaming.
oh,
Look at
that's a
this.
new one.
Yeah, this is old. Like this is
Oh,
like really old. Like I used to trade. Look at this 2 years ago,
yeah,
and nobody was.
yeah.
Yeah, so
That's all right. I mean,
that's how it works.
you're a successful trader, and I really admire you, and that's why I was asking you too.
Oh,
So,
thank you, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I'm currently. Where do you live? What part of the U.S.?
In Florida.
Oh, okay. I live in D.C.
Oh, nice. So if you come here, yeah, we should do a meetup. Joel, can we get Kerwin on the channel?
Sure.
Yes, I spoke with Kerwin. I do not know. He told me that he would let me know. He's really busy, And as you notice, he can never be, not even in Raja, like when he's in Raja streams, he's like eventually and in the car because he's got a lot of things to do.
Right.
So, but I spoke with him about the channel, and he said that he would let me know. So, yeah, yeah,
Of course. And what is the new one, Joe? What's the name of the new one?
yeah. The new
NFP.
one. So this is the old one. Here, what I'm showing you this because this is where this video is, and there are some English. Actually, there's I think a list. Yeah, there is a list. English. So if you go to English, you're gonna all of this was in English. All of this.
Oh, okay.
So
It's
we
fantastic.
and what I try to do a lot of the times is I try to teach something new for free whenever I kind of like finish my day. And many of these at the end actually were like me teaching something that I learned from myself. Like it's just, by the way, it's not teaching. It's just oh somebody's trading here.
Right. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Whatever I teach is just things that I've back tested or something like that. But you know that works for me. But that's it. So I hope this helped on the zone trading. The new channel is I think somebody shared that here. It's the pending order is there by the way. I have the pending, so I'm aiming for it.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the same idea
Yes,
in the previous
yes,
card.
yes. If it breaks above here, should trigger this move to up here at a minimum. And stop loss should be at the 30-minute here, looking left. This below here, below this thing here. That should be the right there. And this should actually reach all the way up here. Really high probability. That pending is there. I mean, I'm gonna let it do whatever it's gonna do. I'm not gonna
Right.
touch it. Like if it
Mm,
works,
yeah.
I'm not gonna manage it. I'm not gonna do anything. It's there. Works. Doesn't work. Then that's part of the probabilities. Um, but that's it. Actually, this is actually that thing that I just explained. I think we're about to witness this thing. Actually, let me see.
Yeah.
Wait.
Looks like it's the same thing that did before.
Yes. Yes. And this is the limit. So once we break above this, we should be good to go. And to be honest, no, I don't like it so much yet. There, I would like it if it closes above. Like here, if it closes above here, I think there's a high probability we're gonna eat this up and just boom. Can you explain like how the X, Y, and gold are both pushing up makes no sense for me. Well, I mean, I don't use DXY to be honest, but I would guess I have an explanation for that, which is because the world is kind of turning on Russia. So I guess they're going for the dollar and gold at the same time. But honestly, it's just I don't really, anybody that knows more fundamental should be here because I'm not the guy. I'm a technical guy. I'm a chartist. I regardless of what's like only when big things are going on in the world, I'm one of those that believe that the charts. This is how I see the market. Unless there's war or something like that, to me the charts, the big guys make a decision, and you can kind of figure out what's their decision if you look at the higher time frame on the charts. That's how I see the world. I mean, that's how I see trading. And anything else is just excuses. Like those news events from Forex Factory, to me, those are excuses to get to levels. Unless there's war and stuff like that. So gold is safe haven in war times. It is. Now the tricky part is Russia has a lot of gold, to my understanding, right? So I really don't know, like if, and then to my understanding, United States and a lot of everybody's buying Russia's oil, and so I don't even know how the sanctions are gonna be working if you're making Russia even. I don't know. It's a mess. Like, how is it that you want to hurt them, but you're buying from them, or something like that? I don't know. it's just I'm just trading, right? But Russia, I don't think it's so easy to kill in my eyes. Like I mean, I have the feeling that they have enough reserves, that they have like enough to survive like the crisis. Is what I think so far. I don't know, but I don't know a lot. But yeah, you should be better doing better with maybe a fundamental trader. I'm just kind of like the reason I want to wait a little bit longer because I want to see if this is actually gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, the other channel for the people on the Zoom is this one. I remember somebody shared it earlier to Vessel. Tobias, I think it was. He was the one sharing it. Yeah. Eventually, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, there you go. So this is the English YouTube channel. As you can tell, English is my main language, and I only speak English. Jeez. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and time. Continues to thank you, Sean. Thank you, brother. Thanks for answering. No problem, Gerald. José Jiménez. Oh, me suscribí a los dos, brother. Hey, gracias, José. Thank you. Yeah, like if you can, give it a like, people, and and subscribe and all of this. And hopefully we can do this for at least I don't know. I'm planning not to do this forever, so I think I might be doing this as much as I can, as many days as I can a week, for only like 50 years. But I don't plan to do this forever. Just so, you know, keep that in mind. Like after 50 years of doing this, I might just stop doing this. Do you know anyone who lives who live streams the Asian session? Not really. And I used to kind of like do Asian sessions, and they were so slow, so slow. Are you taking this trade? Nope. This is a pending order. If it doesn't trigger, I'm not gonna take it. Any tips on back testing swing trades over the weekend? Yes, actually, that's what I used to do. Like I used to do that a lot. Um, Sky blue. Oh, I now understand why I'm kind of like confused. I was like, why is it? Because I'm using the other chart. Okay, there we go. Hey, thank you, Milton. Thank you. Oh, this is rejecting this. This is this is rejecting this. Wait, why did it? I don't know. Wait, why? I have a mess here. I'm gonna have to redo my whole thing. There we go. Let me. Oh, we don't have any drawings here. Oh, we do. What is going on here? So this is the white with black. Then this is the white. Oh, this is the one that I'm supposed to be using. Now I see what's going on. Okay, I was messing. I was a little bit confused. Okay, so what I do is for swing trading, the cool thing is you don't need the FOREX trading software, but I have it, by the way. Anyways, I recommend it. I think I even have a link for that trading software, but I would recommend any of you to actually buy the pro version of this for swing trading back testing. Now, the good thing about it is that it is a little bit more practical here. And for swing tradings, it works like a charm. It you just have to be careful. That's the only part you have to be careful about. Uh, your SL is based on the previous 30-minute candle. Yes, it is, Paul. Yes, it is. Um, just be careful that when you do this, let me show you this. So whenever you backtest, number one recommendation that I will do is buy the pro version of this. Okay, buy the pro version of this, and it gives you the benefit of doing the replays and all of that, right? Um, Actually, now that I remember, I have a is it like a free month discount or something? I have something when I was logging into all of this and creating like my first group. I remember grabbing like all of the discounts from everywhere and putting them in like in the same place. I think I have it here actually. Let me see. This is my Spanish Academy. Launched like 2 years ago. If you go, this is in Spanish, but if you go to free, go free here, free resources. This is free resource. I think here, is it here? Man, I don't know if it is here. I think it is here. Let me check. Oh, this is a good video in Spanish for anybody that don't know anything about crypto. If you know zero about crypto, this video I created has helped a lot of people. A lot of good feedbacks I have on this video. Oh, I don't have it here. Okay, so you know what? Now I have another thing to upgrade here. Wait. So let me put here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share here by this week. I promise, and I'm gonna keep that promise. I will give a free spreadsheet. Wait, this is not it. Yeah, backtest sheet and link for TradingView. This I think it is like a free month or so. I mean, that's if anybody's interested. I'm gonna explain why I like the replay thing on TradingView for swing trading only, right? For the other one, the best one is soft forex. So I have like 1,000 pens, and none of them are the ink since I don't use them so much. Oh, there you go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So once you have the pro, you can do. Wow, gold is rejecting a little bit this area, but if it breaks above today, yeah, if it breaks above today, then I think the pending order will work. So let's go to this. So the only thing that you have to keep in mind is how did I? Whatever. That if you go back on the replay, whenever you go back on the, let's say on the daily and you do this, once you select the view on the daily, if you move just one single candle on the 30-minute, 1 minute, whatever, forward and you go to the daily chart, it's gonna reveal the whole day, next day candle, which is stupid. If they fix that this would be a perfect backtesting tool. But it is not perfect. What I mean is, you see this day, the 25th, for example, this is just an example. Let me mark this. Just keep that in mind when you're backtesting, that if you do this here and you go to the 4 hour, you see it marks where it starts the day, right? And where it ends the day. Now, if you move just one single candle forward on whatever other time frame is, let's say 30 minutes, boom. If I go to the daily, you see I don't see the next day, right? So this is where I am. If I go to any higher time frame candle above this, it's gonna show it to me, the rest of it. So it's gonna reveal the future, and now it's worthless, the backtest. So you just keep that in mind. For example, if I now go to the 4 hour, you see here, I don't have the 4 hour. I need, like 4 hour would be this, 1, 2, 3, 4, like around here, right? This would be the 4 hour. I don't know what's going on here, but if I go to the 4 hours, it's gonna reveal it to me. Oh, because I haven't crossed the path. Oh, I haven't crossed yet. It would have to be one more. Let me see now. Oh, they fixed it? Oh, don't tell me they fixed it. If they fixed it, then this is the most powerful tool for sure. Let me see. Daily? No, there you go. You see? Look at this. Look at the daily. Like, I only moved a few pips. Like, when I went to the daily, oh, now you see, now it goes a little bit crazy. So now it hit the thing. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. But, but that said, if you're gonna, what time is it? Yeah, it's 9. I'm gonna leave the pending order, but let me just give you the what I would do, and I'm gonna call it a day today here, because it's Friday. Simple. You go use the replay bar, and this is what I do. You go to the weekly and try to kind of like select all the key levels. If you're gonna be swing trading, you have to work with weekly levels and nothing else. I mean, for a successful swing trade, you want to go from 1 week level to the next week level weekly. So you want to go from here to here, or from here to here, whatever. So kind of like make sure that you have the levels marked. And let's say that you wanted to, let's say for example, you wanted to trade this. And because this is I remember this one. This one was really nice. Actually, I've made a lot of money with this. I remember last year. Because this was, you see here, the trade that I took this morning, I took them many times during those months. Many times on that level. I remember taking that sell many times. Same sell that I took today. Then now you have the weekly levels. Try to make things as simple as possible. But when you mark the weekly, one advice I would give you is do not mark the closure of the candle, mark the range of the candle, meaning the wicks, where most of the wicks are gonna meet, which is around actually down here. I don't know if that makes sense. You want to go from here. I guess this is yet another class, right? To here. That's how I do, at least, and then from there, what I usually do is from here to here. Now I know that whatever rejects here, I can buy it all the way up to here, and that's a swing, and that's it. Simple. And whatever breaks from here, I can buy it all the way up to here. Does that make sense? And from weekly to weekly. And so this is what I would do. If I were to, let's say that I want to find that entry. We're down below here. We haven't retested here, so I'm expecting that test. I go to the daily. Now I look at the daily and see if it makes sense, whatever is going on. So what's going on with the daily? Okay, I found that there's a really strong level here on the daily. Now I mark that one too. So now I know about a daily level that we have here, right? And then what I do is I expect price to touch here and reject here. And whatever that is, I try to find it in the 4-hour, 1-hour chart. And preferably, like, you really want to wait for like a strong session, like New York or London. So this is what I would do. I would wait for that retest down there. Oh, you see this? You see this? Wait. It moved too fast. Here. You see this? This touch here and this closure. Perfect entry right there for swing. What is this? New York? Asian? What is this? The heck is that? Oh, that was Asia. Oh, there you go. You see what I said about the 1 hour? That is this. You want at least a 1 hour. Like you want either a 30-minute structure rejecting this or a 1 hour closure, literally like this. This is an engulfing bull candle with a big wick from the level. So you cannot ask for anything better than this. So that one, there's another thing that I do with swing trades. Number one, I do not. I leave that alone once I take it. Like I do not manage the stop loss. I don't manage it until I TP one. So you have to commit to the entry. I said that yesterday. Once you get in, I mean, this is me. I learned that once I get in, I commit to it because what price can always, many times is gonna do. This time I noticed it didn't do it, maybe, but many times price is going to retest again after the confirmation before going up, and actually it's gonna move, may move even a little bit below the previous wick. So I wanna be safe on that. So I leave it alone until we reach here because I know now that this is gonna be TP1, not so strong. Yeah, like so TP1 I close half, 50%, and I leave the runners, and then I TP. I move a stop loss to break even once I TP1, and the next weekly level would be this one, right? Now another thing I look for is if it makes sense to break the weekly level. If I feel or see that it makes sense because maybe we already retouch here, and so it would make sense for this to break on the next move up, then I maybe aim for the second weekly level and stuff like that. But it takes days, okay? Obviously, that's why it is swing trading. So once you take the entry, then you have to hold it. So the way I would actually do this is like this. If it retests below, I'm okay. I don't do anything there. I take profits here, 50%. Move this to TP, and then most likely, if it most of the time retest before going up. By the way, but when it doesn't, then it's a beautiful thing to watch. Let's go to the 4 hour now to move a little bit faster. Okay, so I see a 4 hour. You see it too, right? This is a strong level on the 4 hour. See, rejection, rejection. So there's a high probability that we either reject down from here or up from here to continue going up. That would be a perfect setup. You see, we're coming down. Let's see if we reject that same area. You see here, here, same area from here. Here you can take another entry for the continuation. You TP here from here to here again. That you see this structure on the 4 hour closure above, and as you notice, this is London. But you take here if you were awake or whatever, and you TP right there. You TP one and then leave another runner, right? Another again, and then again you continue going out. This might take you out, but now you're on break even, right? Because it visits the level twice. There you go. You see, visits the level. You might even go down to here before going all the way up. I've seen that happen before. But as you notice, you see what I said? This, because here, once I see this, I re-enter here. If it takes my runner out and I see this happening at the break of this, I take another one. So even though this one took me out and it ended up being just this, then this one is a re-enter. Sometimes you can take it down below if you really know what you're looking for, or at the break of this. And it has to be with a confluence with, this is New York, even perfect. Like this is perfect. And then that's the other one, you see? And that's swing trading, but this one is still open, right? We haven't touched this one. So you let this. So from here, what you can expect is if we tap the weekly level, you can expect a deeper structured visit before continuing going up. So we go to the daily because we have to finish this. You see this? Touch here, deeper, like I said, before continuing going up. You see? Look, deep, deep. So we don't really know, but this is still open, right? Look at that. How many days did it take? This is a bunch of days, right? What is this? The 15th December to all the way to, wow, 2 months. There you go. That's a swing. There's a long time. It's been a long since the last time I took a swing of not even a month. Honestly, I've been doing day trade, I guess, most of the time now. That's it. Do you put buy limits or do you wait for confirmation candles? I do buy limits and I do confirmation, and I do both. When I feel the level is strong, I do buy limits. But it takes time for that, for you to feel confident about it. But you have to also understand what I just mentioned. You notice that I was expecting that after this touch that we were gonna have deep visits here. I honestly, even from here, you can expect it all the way down to here. So don't get discouraged if your runner gets stopped out. Thing is, just catch in as much as you can. That's why you take 50 here. You take 50. So this one took 2 months, but this one would have been a good, like, I don't know how many hours, and you do stuff like that. So that's swing trading, guys. I mean, that's the way I do it, at least. This is just my way of doing it, and that one I didn't learn from anybody. That one I created on my own. So most likely, this is the way many people trade. Um, so what the reason why I say that is that if you see something different, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work, or it doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong. It just means that that's the way I do it. Okay, it's just how I did. I think we're about to close above. As I was leaving this stream now, I was gonna end the stream right now, but I think we might see this thing happening. So let's see just a little bit. I guess NYC is the one that's gonna break. Ooh, if NYC breaks it, then yes, it's gonna work like a charm. I'm expecting this. Might not. Maybe it's not gonna happen live. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, sure, brother. Sure. We'll just stream tomorrow for backtesting. Oh no, I need a break. I've been doing so many things during the day, and I'm tired. I'm genuinely tired. Last night I was really tired, and this morning I was tired too. So I need to rest. And tomorrow I don't want to see another chart. I've been looking at charts way too much for my own good, because I was doing something else too that I'm learning, and I've been at it too. Made a good money over there too, but it gets it's like buys, so you have to be careful. Yeah, no problem, Milton. No problem, Afro. Let's see if this works. So there are only two things that can happen here, but I think there's one that is more likely, which is as we break here, we're gonna go up. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem. Yeah, so far, like, all of you are really, really good participants, because you share, you're cool, all of you. But I know that as the channel grows, I already know that I'm gonna need help with somebody helping me managing, because I'm sure later we're gonna get spammers and all of that. So I guess I'm gonna be checking out for in the group who is consistent with me here, to so that we do this together or whatever. Yeah, this is waiting for NYC, I guess. If we reject here, oh, so this is the other thing. If we reject here today at NYC, okay, let's look at the weekly. Would it make sense? Yeah, it would make sense, man. It would really make sense for this to break above and move up at least to here. It would make sense. I mean, we have no wick, but this is a bullish structure. The daily looks nice. Yeah, this I don't like. It makes all the sense in the world. Look at this. Yeah, and this is a strong level. Like, this is and the daily looks like this, and then lower time frames for sure. It's gonna look like a lot of rejections here. So it would definitely make sense for this continuation today. Now the level here, let me mark it again. Should be like around here. And if anything, Oh wait, let's use the black one, right? The black one is a little bit easier to see. Hey, thank you, Paul. Thank you. You too, man. Um, okay, guys, if it doesn't break now, I think I'm gonna just leave it there. And okay, you know what? We can leave it there. You know why? Because it's there. I mean, if it happens, it's gonna happen. If it doesn't happen, it's because this is gonna reject and fall back, fall down. If we reject today this strong level, then now then we might be talking about a potential rejection of the higher structure, but it doesn't make a lot of sense right now. It would make more sense to revisit here before doing anything else. So I think this would be a good rejection. If it rejects here, then there's way higher probability. If we reject today here, then we might visit down below those levels, like down below here, even for the next week. Only if we reject today here. If we don't reject today here, and yeah, this is just gonna continue breaking up for the rest of the next week. That's how I see it. Yeah, 923. But yeah, it's okay. Let's call it a day. So have a great weekend, everybody. Take care. Be careful. Don't take this. Don't take this unless you backtest this enough. You take it enough. Maybe do a demo or whatever. Okay. Do a demo. Do something like that. But don't take it just out of the blue. On this one, I'm gonna risk low. I'm not gonna risk too high. Even though this is a high probability one, I'm gonna risk a little bit low because I'm okay for the week. So have a great one, guys, and there you go. Yeah, let me share here. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, you too have a great Raj, Carlos, Rafael, Afro, Antcore, Lapsot. Everybody. Yeah, secure that bag and run. Exactly, which is what we did this morning. And yeah, let me stop sharing this. If you guys have cameras, you share. There you go. This is the gang here. Say hi, say bye to everybody. This is Rafael and the gang here. Not many people are showing up, but their faces. But anyways, okay, guys, have a great weekend. I hope this helps somebody, and I'll see you next week, God willing.